A shocker in baseball Thursday as All-Star Manny Ramirez, 17th on the career home run list, was suspended for 50 games for a drug violation. Ramirez said he did not take steroids. The All-Star outfielder said a medication given to him by a doctor contained a banned substance. A person familiar with the details of the suspension said Ramirez used HCG, a female fertility drug. The person spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity because the banned substance was not announced. HCG is popular among steroid users because it can mitigate the side effects of ending a cycle of the drugs.
These players make millions of dollars. Their livelihood is at stake. They know exactly, in my mind, exactly what they're doing. It's hard to believe that in this day and age, a player, even Manny, and the Manny being Manny and the whole, like a mystique about him, the whole aura of him, it'd be hard to imagine that he would go to a doctor and a doctor would give him something and he wouldn't question it or have someone question it for him.
The suspension was based not on a urine test result from earlier this year, but rather evidence obtained afterward. That, according to a second person familiar with the suspension, who spoke on condition of anonymity because those details were not released.
There was a test in spring training that raised baseball's suspicions. Major League Baseball then collected other evidence. They didn't say exactly what it was. They called it documentary evidence that made them think that indeed they were on solid ground by issuing this suspension. They were clearly aware of this drug. This drug was banned last year in 2008, so baseball knew exactly what it was.
One result from the Ramirez suspension, Walker said, is that no player is above suspicion.
Every time you hear a name now, every time you look, we've been talking about this, every time you watch a player hit the ball 450 feet, or a guy all of a sudden light up the radar gun at 98 miles an hour, you think, is that guy doing something?
The 36-year-old star decided not to file an appeal because he didn't want to risk missing games in the second half of the season. He can return to the Dodgers July 3rd. Ramirez will lose more than $7.6 million of his $25 million salary. With Ramirez suspended, 6 of the top 17 home run hitters in baseball history have now been tainted by the cloud of performance-enhancing drugs. Steve Carmazin, The Associated Press.